everyone, and welcome back to the Pat's Perspective. Today's episode is a little different because I want to talk you through a recent day where I volunteered at a dance show from about 8:30 in the morning to about 8:30 at night. Now, if you have POTS or another chronic illness, you'll know that a long day like that doesn't just happen. It takes planning, preparation, and a lot of listening to your body. So, I thought it would be helpful to share exactly what I did before, during, and after the event that helped me get through it. Of course, everyone's body is different, and this is not at all medical advice. It's simply what worked for me, so let's get into it. I knew that I had a early morning ahead of me, so I pre-packed my bag, so all I had to do was take it and go. So I packed a water bottle with electrolytes, and then I packed a second water bottle with just plain water, and then I packed extra drinks. Like, I think I packed orange juice, apple juice, soda, caffeine-free of course, and I think that was it, and maybe some juice boxes. I also packed unflavored electrolyte drops to add to drinks throughout the day. And I also like to mention that not to wait until you're dehydrated to start hydrating. Just keep hydrating so you do not get dehydrated. I also planned my food ahead of time. I had to be mindful of allergies that were around me, so I avoided peanut butter and dairy products. So I packed Lay's chips, fresh popcorn with extra salt, and electrolyte drinks. I ordered a whole wheat bagel with lactose-free cream cheese and a turkey sandwich with lettuce and tomato for lunch. Bringing food that works for me and my body, I noticed helps a lot than just not doing that. And so during the rehearsal, in the morning, I ate the bagel while helping out backstage. I didn't have to help out as much with the younger kids as I did later in the day with the older kids. So I was eating the bagel, and then I was sipping on electrolytes and water constantly, and I didn't wait for my symptoms to start up. I was doing it so I didn't have the symptoms later. Staying ahead of it is important because I notice when I don't stay ahead, I get a massive crash, and I'm massively tired, and I get this really bad migraine. And it is really easy to forget to eat and hydrate when you're busy. So I kept it by my side so I'd always remember to drink and hydrate throughout the day instead of leaving it upstairs and then going downstairs, because then I wouldn't want to go all the way up to get it, so I would keep it by me. And now we're at the lunch break at this point, and it's about an hour and a half between the younger baby show and the older show. There was pizza provided by volunteers, so I had like a slice of that, and then I had half of the turkey sandwich that I bought, and then I continued drinking my electrolytes. I use these breaks wisely because I may not get a chance later to just sit, eat, drink, and breathe, because the next show, it was quick change chaos. So usually when I volunteer to be a quick changer. So if you don't know what a quick change is, you have to change a specific person in less than 30 seconds to change into the next costume so that they can get on stage. And it wasn't just one person that I had to do. I had to do multiple people at once. Hair changes, lipstick changes, shoe changes, tight changes, you name it. But this is where things got a little difficult because I was running up and down the stairs. I remember that she was this one quick changer. I forgot that she had to put her hair into a bun, so I had to run all the way upstairs in less than 30 seconds, grab a hairnet and some bobby pins, and run all the way downstairs and do hair, obviously, which was a little hard, but I did it, and I was very proud of myself because I prepared myself. I drank some water and then just ran, and then I came back. Obviously, I was a little out of breath, but we did it and we chugged along. While I was in my quick changing station, there was a place that I set up my stuff and told all my quick changers, this is where I'll be to quick change you and help you with whatever you need. And so I organized everybody's costumes and shoes. And then for myself, in a little corner, I put my snacks nearby and I kept my electrolytes and water nearby. I packed myself some pretzels, my electrolytes, and water. So I kind of created like a home base whenever I could. And this was great because I'm usually in the dark on the side of the wings doing these quick changes, but I actually was in a bright lighted area and not on the side of the stage, which was nice. And so that helped a lot. And that was only the first act. The second act is when my exhaustion was hitting in. I started to get a headache and my body was starting to feel worn down. What helped me was I took some medication. I had cooling patches on my back and of my back of my neck. I took my headache medicine. I continued drinking fluids, and that honestly helped me get through the second act. And this was very important. I rested whenever possible, sitting whenever there was even a small break, taking a breather before running again. And rest doesn't mean you have to stop completely. Small moments of recovery matter, so like sitting, just doing nothing. I remember there was this big gap in between, and that's where I sat and drank and had some snacks, which really I think helped me. Before I knew it, it was over. So I helped clean up backstage, I packed up my belongings, and then I finally got home. And when I got home, I made sure to eat chicken, rice, and cauliflower. I didn't have to eat just that, but like that's what I was in the mood for. And honestly, this was great start to my recovery after this busy day. And I only say that because the next day I had to get up very early for my actual job. And I was exhausted as it was. So the night before, even though I was exhausted, I packed breakfast, my water, my electrolytes, and I got everything ready for work so I could just get up and go. And if you ask why, the future you will think present you, because I know I did. I woke up the next day exhausted, but I still had to go to work. So I just got dressed, did my hair, and then just left with all my stuff because everything was packed and I didn't have to do anything. So I honestly recommend to do that as well. Looking back, I don't think I could have gotten through the day without preparation. It wasn't one big thing that helped, it was all the little things that added together. The hydration, the salt, the snacks, the rest breaks, the medication, and making sure I listened to my body throughout the day. If you have a busy day coming up, I hope some of these tips help you feel a little more prepared. And I'd love to know, what is one thing you always make sure to bring or to do before a long day with POTS? Thank you so much for listening to the POTS Perspective, and I'll talk to you next time.